Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Sarah Jane. I'm a PR practitioner working in DC. I make a lot of content on wedding planning, grad school at Georgetown, books, personal finances. So if that sort of content interests you, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps support my channel. Today is a September reset. I absolutely love watching people's resets. I think there's something really powerful in reflecting on the previous month and enjoying it for what it was and then moving forward and making plans for the next month. So I personally love making these videos, and I also really love watching people's videos. So if you do make reset videos, please leave your channel in the link below, or in the comment section below, because I would really love to check it out. So I always like to start these videos with thinking about what happened this month, like reflecting on just the month of August. Like, what did I do? So I pulled up my agenda and I feel like my August was actually pretty uneventful. Some of the major highlights include, let's see, I went to a lot of sporting events. I went to a Baltimore Orioles games. I went to Nats games, which I always go to Nats games in the summer, at least this summer I have. But a Baltimore Orioles game, I actually got box seats, which was really cool. That was my first experience ever with box seats. I also went to Ravens game. Like I went to a lot of sporting events this summer, or this month. I also traveled down to Orlando for work. So that was really interesting. And then, did I do anything else crazy this month? I think this month was also sort of a transition month for me personally. Two things happened. One, I started grad school again, so I took the summer off to kind of decompress from my last semester. My spring semester was really challenging, and then to also give myself the mental bandwidth to plan for the wedding, because it was really hard to work full-time, be in grad school, and still try to plan a wedding. So by taking the summer off, I really allowed myself some breathing room. But then I officially am starting fall classes again. So I just actually had my first fall class. And then, so that happened. And then also I'm sort of kind of working through one of my best friends moving. So she moved at the tail end of July, and though I'm so happy for her, it is really different now that she's gone. I think if you're the person leaving, you have all this like really exciting stuff coming up and like transitions and stuff. And then the people who remain, like me, I feel like you're sort of adapting to like continuing life without that other person that played a significant role in your life. And so I think for me, it's been a little bit of a transition period. You know, I had this person that I like spent so much time with and hung out with, and like continuing life without that person. It's not like they're dead, so I don't want you guys to think that. It's just, it is an adjustment. Like, and I feel like friendships are something that people don't really talk about a lot. I know we talk a lot about like marriages, you know, relationships, but like friendships, I feel like sometimes going into that and like the importance they have on people's lives, I feel like isn't as widely talked about as much as like relationships and like that sort of stuff. So yeah, you know, it is a thing. So anyway, so yeah, it was a transition month for me in those two aspects, and a lot of sports. So that's kind of what happened this month. I did do a lot of planning for the wedding, which was nice. Planning for the wedding and planning for the honeymoon as well. So anyways, that's what happened. Next, going into financial updates, Trey got promoted. I mentioned this in a previous video, which we are feeling so #blessed about that. He got a pay raise and then also some bonuses. So in terms of financially, this was a very bountiful month in which we are really appreciative of. Now we're going into the monthly favorites portion of this video. My favorite memory, let's see, I think, is it really bad that I don't have a favorite memory from this month? I feel like every month I usually have something that like really stands out to me and I get like so excited about, but when I reflect on August, there was nothing that I was like, oh my god, like this was amazing and I'm just like so happy. This might sound a little strange, but I feel like my favorite memory this month was going to the Baltimore Orioles game. I went with my childhood best friend. We had box seats, and not only was it a really cool experience to be in box seats, we also had the box seats on our own. I swear everybody thought we were dating one of the players, but we weren't. But then too, just to like have some of that quality time with my friend because she does live a little bit further away, because I'm in Northern Virginia and she's in Baltimore, so there is about like an hour commute there. So it's not too far that you don't see them, but it is far enough that you don't see them frequently. So that was really nice. My favorite drink, it's still wine. Still wine, guys. Nothing has changed there. Show. So my favorite show this month is definitely Echoes on Netflix. Essentially, it's about two twins that change places every year on their birthday. And they live two very separate lives, and then on their birthday they switch places, and it's fascinating. Like, I literally could not stop watching it. I thought it was so good. So if you're looking for a good show, I recommend Echoes. I also want to say that the new Game of Thrones like prequel came out. Only one episode is out as of filming this video, but I really enjoyed the first episode, so I'm really excited to see where they take the show. I loved Game of Thrones when it came out. I was not a big fan of the way it ended, and so it's really nice that HBO is sort of like moving in another direction, but still keeping a lot of that stuff that feels central to Game of Thrones. My favorite book probably is ACOWAR, A Court of Wings and Ruin, which is the third book in the ACOTAR series. Okay, so many things are going on here. First of all, I haven't even mentioned on this channel, I launched a book blog, which I'm really, really excited about. I feel like I have all these books that I read, and I do share them here on my channel, but I needed a place to like really go into detail as I'm reading them, and so I decided to launch a book blog. So I talked about this all on my book blog, and I'm also going to be making a video when it comes to my August book wrap up, so stay tuned for that video as well. But I really enjoyed ACOWAR. I thought ACOMAF was going to be my favorite, which is the second book, which I still love ACOMAF. It was so good, but ACOWAR just took it a step further, and I just freaking loved it. Like, if you haven't started the ACOTAR series, I highly recommend it. It's so good, you guys. It's so good. And then as for favorite product, for the last of my monthly favorites, I really don't have one, so we're just gonna keep moving along. So that's my reflection of the month of August and some of my favorites from this month. I feel like August is sort of like the winding down of summer as we slowly start transitioning into fall. So now that we're done with that, we're gonna go into the goal portion of this series. So I always like to look at the goals that I made last month and reflect on how I did. Alrighty, so taking a look at my August goals. First, under health and wellness, Orange Theory twice a week. I didn't do that again. And so this is something I actually talked about in my September budget video, which, by the way, if you guys are familiar with the reset series here on YouTube, a lot of people group their like monthly resets with their budget, which I don't. I make two separate videos. But I mentioned in my budget video how if I'm giving it one more month to see if I go to Orange Theory twice a week, and if I don't, I'm going to bump down the membership because I'm literally wasting so much money by not going. I went 5 times this month. So one week I went twice, and every other week I just went once. That's a bummer. Run once a week. I honestly didn't measure this, so I'm not going to give it to myself. Gosh, you guys, I'm not doing too well with my health and wellness goals. Like, I make these goals and I'm not meeting them. I don't think I've met them ever. July I didn't meet them. Okay, June I met them. I did go to Orange Theory twice a week in June, so okay, I'm gonna like let off of myself. It's only been 2 months that I haven't gone. Okay. So health and wellness, not too good. Personal and professional, finish 4 books. I did do that. I'm so excited. So as of right now, I finished 6 books in the month of August. I think I might finish a 7th book. We'll see, but I definitely finished 4, so I'm really excited to film my August book wrap-up video later and share that with you guys, because I read some really great books this month. Next was to upload 2 videos a week. So let me check out my YouTube studio. It does look like I filmed and uploaded 2 videos a week for the month of August. So go me, really proud of myself for that. Moving on into financial goals, save $2,250 for the wedding. And I have 1 more transfer Tuesday in this month. And I think I'm going to hit it. Let me just go to my tracker real quick. yes, by the end of the month, I will actually exceed my 2,250 goal for the wedding. So happy about that because I did not meet my financial goal last month. So I'm really glad I met it this month. And then the last quarter category in my monthly goals series is wedding planning, which is always the bulk because there's so much to do for wedding planning. So first was book a guest accommodations. I did do that. Finalize the guest list. Didn't do that. Yeah, anyways, okay, book makeup artist, I did do that. I did that this week. Finalize bridesmaid dresses, I did do that. And then finalize the honeymoon, I did do that. So yeah, I actually did really good on the wedding planning category. So in terms of how I did in total, let's see, there were a total of 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goals total. And I completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I completed 7. So that's a 70%. Did I do better than last month? Yeah, I did better than last month. Last month, I got 55% of my goals completed, and this month I got 70% of them completed. We are off to a great, we're off. We're good. We're making progress, guys, and that's all you can do for yourself, right, is make progress. Okay, so now that I see how I did in the month of August, I'm gonna take a second to think about September and come back. Okay, so we are in September. I decided to go with a yellow color scheme because I wanted to save orange for October. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, starting with health and wellness. Some of my goals, once again, Orange Theory twice a week, but I am challenging myself to try a low impact workout. So by this, I mean like Pilates, something like that, because I think part of the reason I don't go to Orange Theory as much as I want to is because there's a certain level of like hype I have to give myself to do a HIIT workout, whereas I feel like I haven't tried a low impact workout yet, but I feel like I won't feel the same way about doing something like that. So I've looked up some places and I think I know which one I want to try, and I just need to actually make myself go. Going into personal and professional, I've actually added a new category into this, or a new goal into this. So first, I want to finish 5 books. The last 2 months, I finished an average of 6 to 7 books. So I made a goal of finishing 4 books last month. So this month I want to finish 5. I did not increase it to 6 because I am going back to school now. And so I really don't want to put that pressure on myself. So 5 seems like a healthy number for me. Next, I want to upload and keep my schedule of 2 videos a week. I actually think I'm going to be uploading a lot more than that. I've already looked at my calendar and what I have planned for content in the month of September, and I actually have 13 videos planned for YouTube in the month of September. So I definitely think I'm going to blow this out of the water. But once again, since I am not going back to school, I don't want to put that pressure on myself in terms of priorities. School comes first before YouTube. So I have a goal to upload at a minimum 2 times a week with the strategy of uploading 13 times. We'll see. And the next is I really need to up my TikTok game, guys. I used to have TikTok when it first came out in the pandemic. I loved it. It was so fun. It was easy. Now it's sort of kind of followed Instagram steps and where everyone's on it and it's like a brand. But I think in terms of like the books I like to read, I think there's a really great book talk community on there. And so I really want to jump into the game. So if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, I have a personal one, but I also have a book talk that I just started, which is called the SJ Edit. So feel free to follow me there. Okay, now going into financial goals. So I am increasing this by $100 and I want to save $2,350 for the wedding. Totally doable, I think, with Trey's pay raise. And so I feel like this should be fine. I always like to put these goals though, because I feel like, kind of like how I feel my Transfer Tuesdays, it keeps me accountable by having that number there. So even though I'm like, yeah, we can totally do that, I like to have it set in stone in writing for myself so that I keep myself accountable. All right, last but certainly not least, which is always the bulk of this, is wedding planning. Okay, so first we need to confirm an officiant. I've really went back and forth with officiants because I really want someone who is of like a man of God to wed us, but my like childhood pastor doesn't travel, and so we're looking for someone else, and Trey has someone in mind. We just haven't actually confirmed it, so we need to confirm the officiant. Next is pick the bachelorette location. My bridesmaids have been asking me this and I have not done it yet, and I told them I would do that, so I need to do that. Then I need to start the song list for a ceremony. So you definitely have, there's two types of brides. There's DIY brides and there are purchase brides. I'm definitely more of a purchase bride as someone who works full-time and goes to grad school. DIYing is not something I really have a ton of time for, but the ceremony for the music, though important, is not the top priority for me in the wedding, and we really wanted to hire a quartet, but just the cost didn't really seem to outweigh the benefit. So we are putting together a song list, and I just need to start on that because I haven't started on that before. It's gonna be a lot of stringed like covers, I think is what I'm gonna go for, because I have like a really big background in playing violin and piano, and I really enjoy that type of music. All right, next is to book the hair artist. So I did book the makeup artist last month, but she does not do hair as well, so I need to book the hair artist. I've definitely been sent a lot of really great hair artists through my wedding planner, and I actually just like need to decide. I think for myself, I'm pretty sure I want to do Hollywood waves, but I do have like slightly complicated hair. I know you guys don't know that. My hair is like thin and it curls really easily if it gets hit with humidity, and yeah, so I'm being really, I was very picky with makeup, but I'm also being mildly picky with hair as well, but not as picky as my makeup. So anyways, I need to do that. And then last but certainly not least is to research the dessert for the wedding. So dessert is kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, well, traditionally you do a cake. I know that there has been a rise in trends for a dessert bar, so things like donuts and like cookies and stuff. I think we're gonna go with just a cake. I think that's more of our vibe, but we just need to like actually sit down and talk about it and look up cakes. We had a cake for our engagement party and it was not my favorite, so I don't think we're gonna be using the same girl. So yeah, just need to get with my wedding planner about that as well. All right guys, so those are my September goals. There are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 goals for September. All of them seem pretty doable. Orange Theory might kick me in the butt, we'll see. But overall, I'm pretty happy with them and I think they're doable. So I am really excited to get started in September. A fresh month, a fresh feeling, fresh memories, just all sorts of like stuff. And September will be a month that I start transitioning into fall as well, which I am very excited about. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what some of your goals are for the month of September. Did you complete any of your August goals? And if so, what were they? Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.